Bienvenue au Quebec. We're still in Ottawa, but we're just on the Quebec side now. I love how when you get to the Quebec side, everything just suddenly becomes French. Like it's only right over the river. It's a few feet away from downtown Ottawa, but now all the signs are in French. And I really like how some of the signs that are in both French and English use cognates really well to like bind the signs together. So like if there is a word that is both in English and in French, they use it so that they don't have to put the word twice. It's really interesting. Bye, Ottawa. As badly as I want to stay in Canada, it's definitely time to move on. Time for one last Canadian gas tank before hitting the road. Some of y'all might ask like why I'm using cash. I went to the ATM and I figured it would be better just to take out a bunch of cash one time and only get charged one transaction fee instead of using my credit card a bunch of different times and constantly getting charged. I'm sure my credit card works here. It's just, this is a lot easier. I think this is probably saving me money. Plus I really just like the feel of Canadian cash. I know I mentioned that the last time I was in Canada. It's just so soft and the cool plastic things that you can see through. It's so awesome. So I've decided to skip going to Montreal. I'm just gonna drive straight through and make my way back to the US border at this point. It's like 100 degrees outside right now, like very, very uncomfortable to be walking around downtown, sticky and humid, just wouldn't be a lot of fun. I'll go back to Montreal at some point in the future. I'm planning to be back in Canada at some point in August and be exploring quite a bit around that time, so I'll save it for then.
What can I get for you today?
Hi, could I get a medium iced coffee, please? Do y'all have donuts or?
Donuts? Yeah, I have donuts.
Just a chocolate frosted donut? I don't know what.
I have chocolate dip or double chocolate.
Had to go to Tim Hortons one last time. I have like $4 in Canadian coins here and I just want to get rid of them before I head back to the States. I feel like I'll mix them up with my American coins and then try using them in the wrong spots or lose them or something, so I'm just gonna get rid of them while I can. Thanks very much. This iced coffee looks a lot different than the one I got the other day. The other one was like a lot more white than this, but this one is really good. It tastes about the same, you know, no difference. I really do like it. I like Tim Hortons iced coffees. And we're back in Quebec. I just love the fact that there is one province of all the Canadian provinces that has just decided to stick to the French thing. They're just like, you know, the rest of you guys, you speak your English, but we are doing the French thing. We're sticking by it. We're not letting it go. And it's so interesting. Like you pass that border in between Ontario and Quebec, and all of a sudden, like everything changes. Not even just the language on the signs. I know I mentioned that before, but the colors of the signs are different. Like everything is different. All the different, like the way that they like design everything, and it's just like you feel like you're in a different country automatically. I love that they just stick to the French thing, that they're not letting it go, and I kind of want to spend like a month in Quebec and just like practice French for like a month, and just with the goal of exclusively getting better at French, like no English the whole time I'm here, just try to get better at it. I think that would be really interesting. You know, as much as I want to drive on through, I find it pretty hard to justify not stopping to admire the beauty of this state for at least a few minutes. I love Vermont. Been hanging out in downtown Portsmouth with my sister and her boyfriend and Niko over here. He's not my puppy, but he's like, how old is he? 7 months old? 7 months old. He's a golden doodle. It's pretty cool. Without my love for the ocean. So I'm on a cruise now. So this vlog just kind of jumped like a week and a half into the future, just like that. I was hanging out with my sister and her boyfriend in Portsmouth for a couple of days in New Hampshire and meeting Niko for the first time. I know I'd mentioned in a previous video that I was looking forward to meeting my sister's new dog, and he is really awesome. He's not with us on the cruise right now. He's staying with my grandparents back in Massachusetts, but it's been really cool getting the chance to hang out with him a little bit over the last week and a half and spending a lot of time with family. You know, I put the camera down. I was actually having issues with the camera. My old camera wasn't really working that well, and I say old because I ended up buying a new camera. I was having so many problems with it, and it was old. You know, I bought that thing used and got about a year and a half of life out of it, and I mean, I was using it pretty much every day, so definitely got its wear and tear, and it's still good. It'll work as a B camera, something that I can keep just to have as an extra camera in case something goes wrong with the main one here, but I'm still trying to figure this one out. I switched to Sony, and that's like a big thing, switching from Canon to Sony, I think, so I'm still trying to get everything set up, and there's a lot of crazy settings and new things that I can do, which I'm really excited about, so I'm looking forward to it. No better place to test out a new camera, too, than on a cruise ship like this. This thing is absolutely enormous. There's stuff going on everywhere, thousands and thousands of people on board. I think it's the second largest ship in the world, and we're in the middle of the Eastern Caribbean right now, and there's not very good internet out here, so I apologize that this vlog is going to definitely be late, but there's no way I'm getting it uploaded from the ship. I'm gonna have to wait until I get back to the United States.
I will be long gone by now. It's some kind of devotion that brings me down.
My family had been wanting to do a trip like this for quite some time now, especially my mom. You know, we hadn't really been on a trip together as a family with my sister, my mom, my dad, and I for over 10 years. So this was something that she's been talking about for a while, and it's been a lot of fun for sure. It's my sister and her boyfriend in one room, and then my mom and dad, and then me, and it was supposed to be Antine here, but obviously that didn't work out. But it has been pretty nice having a room to myself and being able to explore the ship and just kind of go off on my own from time to time. And we went to St. Martin today. We're going to Puerto Rico tomorrow to San Juan, and then Royal Caribbean has an island off of Haiti the day after tomorrow, which we're going to be checking out, called Labadee. So definitely a lot of time out in the sun, being able to explore the Caribbean and stuff, and it's been very relaxing being able to hang out with my family and everything like that.
No one.
I'm not sure if I would ever want to go on a cruise like on my own in the future. Like, this is something that I have done a couple of times throughout my life, and they're definitely a lot of fun, no doubt, but at the same time, when I travel, like, I like to have complete control of what I'm doing and be able to go off and just explore nonstop. There's a lot of restrictions on the cruise. You know, you go onto the island, you have to be back by this time, you have to be here for dinner at this time, and so on and so forth, and it's definitely been fun. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. It's been great being able to hang out with my family and everything, but at the same time, like, probably not my preferred vacation of choice, but it has been really great, and I think I'm probably gonna end the vlog here. You know, it's kind of hard to have the camera out and constantly be worrying about it. I really just want to focus on hanging out with my family for a couple more days and then check in with you guys when we get back to the United States. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all in the next video.